Let's be honest, right? Home affordability's been tough ever since interest rates went up. We've been like 6.5%, 7% for a while now. So for most people that were shopping in this 250, 350, 400 range when rates were 3-4%, wasn't that bad. Now, rates are, as we speak today, it's about 6.5 is the average rate that you're seeing. So home affordability has been tough for a lot of people. So not only are we talking about these low prices here, but we're also going to be looking at their incentives. So I mean, right here, as I turn around, you can see this house we just walked out of. They're doing a, move these balloons out of your way. So you can see that they're doing a 4.99% interest rate. So that's a locked in rate for 30 years. That's not an adjustable rate mortgage or a rate buy down, nothing, or a 3-2-1 buy down. That's locked in 4.99. Over here, they're doing a 3.9910 buy down. So first year is 3.99, 2 through 30 is 4.99. So again, these aren't ARMs, adjustable rate mortgages. These are locked in mortgage rates, which brings that home affordability back down to something that most people are able to do that are shopping in this price range now. So that's mainly what we're going to focus on. Obviously, we're going to look at these homes, this one here, this one back here, and then this beautiful single story right here by Tricost is what we're going to check out third. And what we're gonna do is go through all the homes first, then I'm gonna get into the financial stuff, and I'm gonna actually pull it up on the computer so you can see yourself what these rate buy downs do. I was doing the math earlier at a 3.99 on a $400,000 home, comparing that to a 6.5 interest rate. It's about $600 a month that you'll be saving. And I think over the life of the loan, it was something like $225,000 that you're saving being at a lower interest rate than at 6.5, 7%, which is what we're looking at on market rate right now. So anyway, let's go ahead. We're gonna get into this Empire home first. This one's my favorite one, so we're gonna do that first, and then we'll figure out which ones we'll do next after that. But let's go ahead and jump in here. What I wanna mention too, before we get in here, you can see this has a 3-car garage. So these 2 windows right here would be your 2-car, you have your 3rd car over there. This is a 60-foot wide lot. What's super cool, what they're doing right now, they're actually gonna open up a 50-foot section. You can get this exact same house. This one's gonna be about 440, 450. This exact same house, they're gonna build on that 50-foot section with a 2-car garage. And on average, they said they're probably gonna be about 50 to 75,000 less. So this home, you're gonna be able to get on a 50-foot for mid to high 300s. So I just wanna mention that before we even get in here, but let's turn y'all around and check this thing out. So again, like I already said, your 3-car garage over here, nice little, you know, normally this, you're just gonna have grass over here. There might be a little bit of landscaping. You got a nice front porch up here, and then let me kind of just show you the top here. Beautiful home. It really is a nice home. I love a front porch. So this little gated front porch thing is super cool. I really love that. And so you can find me just sitting right there, having a little nightcap after the kids go to bed. And let's get inside it here where we get some AC, y'all. It is hot outside. I'm sweating like crazy. I was outside for like 5 minutes doing that, doing the intro and that little walk in, and I'm like dripping sweat. But anyway, you come over here. As soon as you walk in to the left, as you saw there, here, actually let me back up a little bit so you can see this better. You have your front door entry, you have your entryway. Right to the left is this office space here. So actually a really big space too. Nice big office. Come around this way. You got the, what I really like too, they put the doors here. It's not just like a open space there. So you got those doors, a little bit of privacy. So if you're on calls or just whatever you're doing, you can close those doors to give you some privacy and some noise reduction from, you know, anything that's going on out here. Come into this hallway. I want to show you these tall ceilings here. So you got the tall vaulted ceilings up there into your game room, 2nd floor area. And then to the right here, you're going to have, this will be walled off, or not, actually this won't be walled off. You're going to have your laundry room here. You're going to have a bathroom here. And then this is your garage door. I was thinking this would be a wall and garage door somewhere else. You're going to have your garage door in there. That's just their offices for now. So you enter from your garage door here. You have a half bathroom right here. So I always love having a half bath somewhere convenient, right? So when you have people over, you're entertaining, or maybe you're just hanging out downstairs, kids are hanging out, whatever it is. they can use that bathroom there and they don't need to go over into the primary, which is downstairs on this home. And then right next to that, so literally right next to your garage entry is where you're gonna have your laundry slash like kind of mudroom area. It's pretty good size too. So as we turn around this way, you can see this whole setup on this side where they have this desk set up here. Be super cool to do like a big kind of like drop area, mudroom. I don't know if you have dogs or something, you can put their beds and whatever else over here, dog food, all that fun stuff. And then kind of nice too, this connects to your primary bathroom, which I'm gonna show you that once we get around to the primary bedroom. You also have this closet here, little coat closet there under the stairs. And then as we get past here, one more time, I'm gonna turn around again just for reference because I want y'all to kind of get a good feel for this entryway. You have the office, you have the tall ceilings with the stairs going up, little closet here, garage door, laundry, which goes over to your primary, and then you had your half bath right here. And then now it's kind of where it opens up into your main kitchen, dining, living space. So really, really pretty, nice big kitchen, huge island. And then I don't know if you can tell in the video, but there's a ton of space right here in between kind of like your cooktop area and your island too. So multiple people can be in here doing whatever they need to do, cooking, setting up, all that stuff. A lot of times, even in bigger homes than this would be like up here, so you hardly have space to get through. So just something I noticed on this floor plan. It's really nice in my opinion. You got a little extra like bar area, coffee station, whatever you want to use that for. And turn this around, you can see a nice big island. Got your bar stools, got your oven, your microwave, more countertop space, ton of cabinet space, and then huge walk-in pantry back here. So what I really like about this is they have kind of like, I don't know, like a little butler pantry preparing area, more pantry space back here. And then you also have a little walk-in pantry over here with more storage underneath the stairs. So as you can see, I mean, your Costco runs, whatever you gotta do, if you're a bulk shopper, this is the perfect house right here because you got a ton of space for storage right off of this kitchen. So super nice there. Then as we turn around here, again, one thing I always like to look at, my wife and I entertain often, so we always have people over and we're in the kitchen, we're kind of doing our thing, but I always like to look out at people hanging out in the living room, dining room. You got the vaulted ceilings up here in the living room as well. Really nice windows that go all the way up there. Super pretty living space. You know, kind of turn around here, show you this view as we sort of walk backwards to the living room. So basically my back now is right at the back door here. And nice big sectional. You even have room for this big, I think it's a Hutch china cabinet. I don't know what it is, but you can see here, they have this huge thing right here and you still got a ton of room to walk around here. A lot of space in this home right here. And we'll go ahead and check out the primary bedroom first before we go upstairs. So here you have your primary again. I mean, if I back up a little bit, see how big this thing is. That's probably California king size bed. See how big that side table is over there. You got this little seating area here. You got two big chairs over here, nice big dresser, the windows over there. I mean, just a huge, huge primary bedroom. Tray ceilings. Kind of see there too, that's what I was talking about. That's for sure California king. And then those are probably 2.5 foot, I don't think they're 3 foot, probably 2.5 foot wide dressers on either side there. And then open up into your ensuite. We'll get over here into the bathroom. So in this bathroom, you're gonna have a nice big kind of standalone soaking tub there. To the left, you're gonna have your first vanity sink area. Got one more back there. And then again, this is huge. This house has a ton of space in it. This is a huge bathroom, a big stand-up shower. And then to the right of here, you're gonna have another big storage closet. So toiletries, linens, whatever you gotta put in there. A lot of space for that. And then to the left of the shower, you're going to have your toilet room here. So as I always say, nothing too exciting going on there. kind of show you this big stand-up shower one more time. You got the seat over here on this side. I would, if there was a mirror on the other side, I'd get in there and kind of show you how big that is, but there's no mirror over there. So what we're gonna do now is we'll do a tub test, but let's go ahead and check out the closet. So big walk-in closet. You can see there, and then as I showed you earlier, it comes around right here into your laundry room. So a lot of builders are starting to do this now, connecting the laundry into the primary closet, which is really nice, because otherwise, I mean, honestly, if that door wasn't there, you have to take your laundry, walk all the way around kitchen, like dining room, living room area, and then come around this way, which, I mean, if that's your only problem in life, I guess that's not too bad, but it's super convenient having it right here. So anyway, we'll get back out here and then let's check out this tub. I feel like it looks a lot bigger than it actually is. Like when you look at the space in there, it looks kind of small. Let me get in this thing. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Point this thing down. All right, here we go. And for reference, if you're new to my channel, I do this all the time. This is what I call the tub test, where I get in here. And again, for reference, yeah, this is already small. I can feel this. I'm about 6 foot, 240. Actually weighed myself the other day, I was 244. So I do this for my people that are bigger like me, who you think you see a nice big tub and it's like, oh, that looks super relaxing. And then you try to get in, and as you can see here, it's like my legs aren't going any further out. You know, not much space to kind of put my arms in the water. My knees are over like the line here, so I'm like, this is why I don't take baths. Rarely, there's been like a Perry home, couple houses, maybe like a Shea home where I actually fit in the tub and it's comfortable. But for the most part, you're not gonna fit in here. A lot of times though, I always tell people, usually these standalone tubs are upgrades, where most of the time you'll have like that built-in tub with the tile. Those are usually bigger than your standalone tubs. A lot of people do the standalone because they look pretty, and I agree. I really I prefer the look of these over like the built-in ones, but it's everyone's preference, right? So that's it. I'm gonna try to get out of here now. I'm sore, man. Oh, but there we go. I'm getting old. That was your tub test. I would say if you're big like me, you probably wouldn't fit in there, but my wife probably most definitely would fit in there. She's the bath person, so I wouldn't be in there anyway. I guess if I fit, I probably would, but let's go ahead and go upstairs now. Again, we'll get through this primary. And I always love this view right here too. So like coming out of your primary, then you got like the living room, the tall ceilings. You can see out there to the back patio, dining and kitchen area. Just super nice big entryway. The tall ceilings in here. And let's go ahead and get upstairs. And then as we come up here, you're gonna have a game room, a media room, and 3 more bedrooms? Yeah, 3 more bedrooms and 2 more bathrooms. So again, a ton of space up here as well. Try to straighten y'all up. So starting right here in this game room, you can see they kind of just have it set up as like a seating area for now. But as you come around this way, and I turn around, you can see you have a media room up here also, which is kind of cool because you have like just multiple rooms, right? So this could be your theater, media room, just kind of like how they have it set up here. Could also be another office. You know, you got the doors here you can close for privacy. Just always nice having the additional space. Usually these are locked. It's just like what we call a, oh, it's actually open. You just got your attic in here, so you can see water heater. Got some room for storage in here. You can see they have a lot of paint and things, but basically that's what's called a Texas attic. It just looks like a closet door until you open it and get blasted in the face with all the heat that's stuck in there because it's so hot outside. Then coming out here into this game room area, again, you got the tall ceilings in here too, which is super nice. And then for reference, on that side, you're gonna have 2 bedrooms, a Jack and Jill bath. And we'll start on this side though. So right where we came up the stairs, you're gonna have a bedroom and another bathroom over here too. So pretty nice for this room over here to have its own bathroom right here. So again, coming in here, you can see they got the taller ceilings. These are probably 8-foot ceilings in here. Nice big bed. You got room for the side tables there. When you come around over here to the left, you're gonna have a walk-in closet. Really, really good size walk-in closet. And as we turn back this way, show you this room one more time. And then you do have a door here going into the bathroom. I'll just go through the hallway here so you can kind of see it a little better as you walk in here. You got your single sink, obviously your wash area, and then your shower. So these are, let me check. Yeah, this is actual tile too. So a lot of people always ask me when I get in the showers, they're like, hey, was that tile or is that just like one of those inlay things? This is actual tile in the shower. So you have your shower and tub combo. Just outside of there, you have this linen closet. So, you know, towels, toilet paper, blankets, everything you need for your bedroom and bathroom can go in there. And then coming across this way, like I mentioned, you're gonna have one bedroom here, one bedroom down the hall, and a Jack and Jill in between them. So we'll start down this hallway first. Again, really, really good sized room. Probably about 8-foot ceilings up here. For reference, I think this is a queen bed. I think that last room was a queen bed also. And you see you still have room for this little seating area here, plenty of room to walk around, nice dresser over there. This one looks out into the front yard. Turning around this way. And then we'll get over here, show you this closet. So again, nice big walk-in closet here. And then as we come across here, as we mentioned, that first room was over here. We're gonna go through the Jack and Jill bath into the other bedroom though. So we'll come through here. On this side, you're gonna have your washroom area, again, tiled. You can get in here, these are kind of blocking it. But you're gonna have your tiled shower tub combo. And you got the door here for privacy, which is really, really nice. So you can have, since this is a shared area, someone can be here getting ready, doing hair, brushing teeth, whatever. Someone else can be in here doing, you know, taking a shower, doing whatever they gotta do in there. And then only thing I would say, I wish there was a double sink here. I always, you know, when you have a shared Jack and Jill space, I would always like to see a double sink there, but you know, I think just with the way this setup is, probably wouldn't fit in there. But still nice having that Jack and Jill and having the bathroom attached to both of these bedrooms. So again, good size room here. And that's everything. Actually, right outside of this room, you have another storage linen closet area right there. And then we'll go ahead and get into this backyard. So let's go downstairs. So coming down here again, super nice, man. You got the tall ceilings. You know, they have their little base decorations right up there on that little landing area. And then we'll get out here. Back out to the backyard. We're gonna have a super nice covered patio. And then these homes all sit on this little cul-de-sac where they're at. So nice big yard too that you can see here. So huge covered patio again. That thing's tall. I love like the beams that they do like that where it keeps it open. I just really like that accent. And then if we go back this way, again, like I just said, these homes are all like on a little cul-de-sac, so you have like pie-shaped lots that open up in the back. So as you can see there, kind of opens up super wide along this fence line here, and then it does the same thing as we turn around and show you kind of the back of this home, the size of this yard. So nice, huge covered patio. And then as we walk this way, I'm gonna show you the same thing. So this, I mean, cul-de-sac lots are always the first ones to go because everyone loves being on the cul-de-sac. It's private, but not only that, you get the huge yard with them as well. So you can see all brick siding here. That's that third car garage space if you're wondering why it bumps out like that. So you had your 3-car garage on this home, but there you go. Beautiful home right here by Empire. All right, let's get back inside here and check out these prices. And again, like I said at the beginning of the video, later on in the video, as soon as we walk through all these houses, I'm gonna really like break down the numbers for you along with their incentives and stuff so you can see what it looks like. Because when you're looking at a price, that doesn't give you the full picture of what your payment's gonna be, right? So that's kind of what we're gonna go through. But real quick, so this is the 60-foot section. So like I said, they build on this 60-foot wide section. That's what gives you that third car garage. This home in the 60s was about $442, and they have homes on this 60-foot section from $399 up to $442 for the biggest one. But what's super cool, and what she told me, again, this is something she actually said they're working on this right now. They haven't even made it public yet, but they're gonna be building these homes on their 50-foot section. And as you can see here, I know you can't see this, so I'm gonna put it up on the screen for you. Their 50-foot section starts at $375 all the way up to $380. Actually starts around $369 for these move-in ready homes. So what she told me was this exact house on the 60s, like I just showed you, is about $440, $442. But once they build this on that 50-foot section, it's gonna be closer to that $369, $375, $380 range. So you're gonna be able to get this house for high 300s rather than mid 400s. Only difference is it's gonna have a 2-car garage instead of a 3-car garage. And I guess also your yard is gonna be a little bit smaller because you're gonna have 10 less feet of width on those lots. So if you like this home, mid 400s is too much for you, you can get it on the 50s for high 300s. So, and again, they're doing that 4.99 interest rate, which later on in this video, I'm gonna break down all the financing for these homes too and show you all that. But first, let's go ahead and jump into this next house. All right, so we're gonna walk right next door here to this Sentry home. And then right after this one, we're gonna get on the other side of the Empire home into this single-story Tricost. This one is super nice too. I've always been a 2-story person, but the way these builders are building these single-story homes now, I'm starting to become a single-story person. So we're gonna check that one out last, but let's get in here. And real quick, these homes, this builder is starting about $279 here, and they still have great incentives too. So we're gonna talk about that. This exact floor plan, before we get in here, is they have one for sale right now for $319. So this is a 4-bed. You got 2 up, 2 down, which is actually really nice. I know a lot of people prefer primary down, but having an additional bedroom downstairs is super nice too. So check this thing out. This one you're going to have, as we turn around, let me straighten y'all up first. Super, man, I love all the brick. Really pretty. So you're gonna have your 2-car garage here. This would obviously be your driveway. Have your walkway up to your front porch area here. And again, nice big brick entryway. It's actually open up there at the top. There's some windows up there that look out to the game room. Pretty cool. And then you got your front porch here. And then this is what I was talking about, how it's open in here. I actually really like that. I think it kind of just adds like some more, I don't know, elegance, or it just feels different. It feels nice coming up into this home. And then as soon as you walk in, you're gonna see here, open concept. You got your living room here right when you walk in. So a ton of windows too. You got windows all along the side here. You got your kitchen, you got your windows in the back. Just come this way a little bit, and then you can see you have your first bedroom. That's not the primary. You have your kind of secondary bedroom downstairs, bathroom over here. And then this on this side will be your 2-car garage. So you have your entryway from your garage right here off of your living room. Actually, since we're here, I'm kind of just gonna show you all this area first, and then we'll get over here into the bedroom and bathroom on this side. So, you know, your living room, this reminds me a lot of my house that we had in California. It was basically the same setup. Our door was over here more, but you came in right into your living room, had your dining room right here, and then kitchen in the back, but our kitchen was kind of flipped and wider. Our island was facing the other way, but very, very similar to that house we had in South Orange County in RMV. So if you're from Rancho Mission Viejo or San Juan Capistrano area and you know what I'm talking about, give me a like and a comment. Shout out to all you guys in RMV. I was actually just there a couple weeks ago visiting family that still live there. I kind of miss it, but after a few days, I'm always like, man, I'm ready to go back to Texas. So sorry. But anyway, nice kitchen. You can see you got your quartz countertops. Nice big sink here. Doesn't have the divider in it, which I personally like. I like having that big open sink. Got your windows looking out here to your backyard, covered patio, a lot of cabinet space up top. Nice good size island here. You're gonna have your oven and cooktop connected here, so 4-burner gas cooktop. Got your microwave. Storage under your island here. And one thing to note too with Sentry, you get all of the appliances. So refrigerator, washer, dryer, every home's gonna come with microwave, dishwasher, cooktop, oven, they all come with that. Sentry always throws in the refrigerator, washer, dryer, blinds, garage door opener. The Sentry really hooks you up on these things where basically you just gotta come move in and you're good to go. You got a nice, good sized double door pantry right here off the kitchen. And you're getting your dining room area here. And what we'll do is we'll go over here down this hallway first, show you laundry, bathroom, and then this secondary bedroom downstairs before we get back over into the primary bedroom. So again here, kind of nice, you know, if you had kids or, you know, for whatever reason, if you needed a secondary bedroom downstairs, this is a good option. Or say you just wanted, you know, you can use this as an office, a little sitting nook, kind of whatever you want to use this extra space for. It's just nice having it down here, and then really nice having the bathroom right off of it as well. Your closet there. And then as we turn around this way to go out of this bedroom, we'll check out actually, we'll go to the laundry first. And I was mistaken. When we first came in, I thought your garage door would be here. That's just gonna be a wall. And your garage door is right here. So you enter from the garage door right here into your laundry room. So you come through the laundry room this way, and then you have your stairs obviously going upstairs. We'll check that out in a minute. I'm gonna show you this bathroom first. So again, you got quartz countertops, nice tiled shower. That's one thing with like Sentry, a lot of the builders, even like in this price point where you're starting in the 200s, sometimes you'll see builders do, I mean, they even added that window up there, another nice little touch. In this price point, some builders kind of, you know, I don't know what the right word is, but a lot of builders are gonna do like that vinyl inlay stuff. And, you know, just from a lot of the feedback that I get from y'all that are out here working with me, most people prefer to have tile in there. So it's nice that even at this price point, you're getting tile, a little bit more upgraded finishes. And then pretty big master in here, so big. Got your big dresser over there. This again, probably California king size bed. And this bed frame is pretty bulky too. Nice windows up top, windows on each side. Let in a lot of natural light in here. You can see, I mean, the only light in here is that little one, and you can see it's just kind of lighting up right there, but how just sort of bright and airy this room feels just from having these windows here. So a lot of natural light in here. And then getting into your primary ensuite, you're going to have your double sinks, some countertop space in between there as well. Nice big stand-up shower. So again, you got tile along the walls. You got your tile little bench there, and then this one's got kind of like a vinyl inlay on the floor, so it doesn't have tile on the floor, but you still do have tile on the walls. And then to the right here, going to have your walk-in closet. So good size, decent size walk-in closet. It kind of comes around, tucks around this wall a little bit, and then you're gonna have some little built-in shelves here, and then sort of like behind the door where we walked in, you got an additional space on that side. Double sinks again. I'll show you your linen closet there. And then just to the left here, to the right of when we walked in, is your toilet room. So just kind of give you the back up a little bit and give you the view coming out of your primary ensuite to your primary bedroom, and then walking out this way. I'm not sure if I opened this up yet, but we'll go ahead and open it up again. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't remember, but you got a coat closet there. Then you're right here off of your kitchen, dining room, living room, and then we're gonna go upstairs where you're gonna have a game room, a couple more bedrooms and bathrooms. So let's go ahead and check that out. And then coming upstairs, super nice. You got your nice tall ceilings, got your landing here. This is very, very similar to my house in California. We didn't have a game room though. So, but even coming up these stairs, I'm like getting flashbacks to living in that house. So you come up here into your game room. Pretty good sized game room. So you can see you got a nice big sofa here, a couple chairs back there, a little side table, coffee table, and then you got a whole like entertainment center right here. And one thing I had mentioned too when we were walking in, these are those windows that look out there into that front yard, front entryway out there. So I don't know, being up here, I thought it was kind of cool that you have that view out there through the little brick, not archway, but I don't know what the heck you would call that. What is that called? Like the hole in the brick up there where you can see out. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's cool. So anyway, let's get back over here to this side where you're gonna have 2 more bedrooms and another bathroom here. So we'll start to the left in this bedroom. So this is a really big bedroom. You can see they have it set up as a nursery. But even if you had, I don't know, probably, I think if it were me, I'd probably have a queen bed like run along this side. Okay, let me get across this way so you can see this a little better. So yeah, even, you know, obviously they have the nursery here, but even if you had like a queen size bed on this side, you still have a ton of room to walk in over here. This big dresser. I mean, turning around this way, you have your closet, another, you know, you can probably put a little seating area on that side if you wanted to, or another dresser, TV, whatever. You have this seating area here. Actually a really, really good size room. And then a walk-in closet. So you can see you got your shelves and rods on each side and the built-in shelves right there in the middle. And then going out of this bedroom to the left here, you're gonna have another really good sized room, man. This house, this one's nice, especially for the price, low 300s for this exact floor plan here. Again, probably queen size bed. You can see you got plenty of room for your side tables. Go around this side here and turn around so I can show you guys what it looks like from this angle. So you can, I mean, they have this little rocket ship thing set up here, but even if you had a little seating area here, you got your big dresser. I know a lot of people put TVs up on their walls. And then again, you're gonna come on this side and have a little walk-in closet here. So you got your walk-in closet, you got your built-in shelves right here along this side. So plenty, I mean, really plenty of space for everybody in this house. This is a nice home. And then your bathroom up here. So again, coarse countertops, nice big mirror, shower tub combo. Pretty spacious in here too. A lot of times on secondary baths, I feel like I'm like kind of squeezing in, like your walls like right here. This one's actually pretty spacious, pretty roomy. And coming this way, I don't remember opening this up, but we'll open this up. So you got some storage right here off your game room. So whatever games, board games, all that stuff, whatever you want to store in there, blankets. Trying to think of what we have in our game room storage areas, all kinds of the kids' crap. Just throw it all in that storage area there. Then let's get downstairs and check out the backyard. I think that's everything. Yeah, we looked at everything in here. So coming down here, get back out through this living, dining, kitchen area, and get into this backyard where you're gonna have another nice covered patio. So you come this way. You got your covered patio back here. You can see they added a nice little seating area. And then again, we're literally right next door to that first house we looked at. So you're still on this little cul-de-sac. So you still have a huge yard. I mean, look at this thing. So you got the house there, huge yard on this side. And then you come across this way. That's actually the parking lot over here. So they kind of cut the yard short on this side, but eventually when they build another house here and sell all these model homes, this lot line will probably go like halfway through that parking lot, and you'll have probably that same size yard on this side as well. But for now, that is your backyard. Again, yeah, that's the primary there. So you got your windows where that primary bed was, got your covered patio, nice big backyard right here on this Sentry home. All right, so as we get back in here and then head to the next house, we're just gonna talk about pricing a little bit. Like I said, these homes Sentry is building, they're starting around 279, going up to like that low to mid 300 range. So you can see, I'll grab this price sheet here as we walk out. Like I told you before we came in here, this exact floor plan, they have one priced right now at 319. So if you like this house, I'm telling you, this exact, not this exact house, this is the model home, but this exact floor plan. So same house itself, somewhere else in the neighborhood, is 319 right now. And then, like I said, I'm gonna break down the incentives for you guys because they're doing a 4.875 30-year fixed rate, or you can do a 1.0 buy down where it's 3.875 year one, and then 4.875 for 2 through 30. So, and those are huge too. So again, when you compare market rate right now, which is like 6.5, which is what we're gonna do in a minute after we check out this single story home here. But I'm gonna pull all that up and kind of show you exactly how much you save on these interest rate buy downs. So let's go ahead, get into this house next. All right, so here we go. This is going to be a single story home, 3-bed, 2-bath. Really nice. This one, they actually just sold one for 372, but they have other floor plans that actually start lower than that. So just to kind of tell you the price up front, this one you're gonna be about 370. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but there's thunder. It's crazy about Texas, y'all. I'm from Southern California, born and raised. You see like the nice blue sky, you got some clouds up there. I don't know if y'all can see that. And then in the background, there's thunder and all kinds of stuff on its way. So you turn around and you got all this darkness back here. You can hear the thunder coming from far off. And I'm like, uh-oh, it's time to get home pretty quick here. So let's get through this house. I'm gonna head back home before this storm comes through. But let's go ahead, turn y'all around. Let's get in here. So coming up right here, you're going to have, again, a 3-car garage. So all these lots right here are 60-foot wide lots. Even, we're not gonna walk this home today, but this Pulte home is 60-foot wide. You got that third car garage there, 3-car garage on this one. Really nice stucco. You don't see stucco often. So you got stucco on this home with the stone around it. Really pretty elevation as well. I don't know why it's called elevation, but when you hear people say elevation, that's just like what the house looks like. So you got stone and stucco elevation. And then coming in right here, where we start is to the, actually on this one, I think I'm gonna take y'all straight into my favorite part, which is this area here. So this, I mean, super pretty, man. You got all the cabinets, I think those are actually extended like probably 42-inch cabinets or taller cabinets than normal anyway. Nice big island coming over here through your dining room, and then the tall ceilings here in your living room. So I just want to kind of show you that and give you, this house is really unique. There's something about it, you know, most of these homes I walk into, they all kind of look the same, they feel the same, but there's something about this one that I like. It is similar to other homes, but you know, even down here, you have another room down there. So coming up this way, you're gonna have your entryway. So that'll be your garage there. Just to note, this will kind of be closed off. You'll have a door coming in from your garage, and then your first 2 rooms are gonna be up here, and your bathroom. So room here, bathroom, room up front, which is where we will start. So you got the nice tall ceilings. These are, man, I don't know if I could jump and reach that. These are probably 10-foot ceilings in here. Back in my 20s, I could jump and grab that easily, back in my basketball days, but your boy's getting old. I'm pushing 40 and I'm about 80 pounds heavier than I was when I was 26. So I don't think I can reach that ceiling anymore. But again, good sized room up here. They added that accent wall behind the bed there. And then you got your closet. So I actually kind of like what they did here. So you can see they did like your 2 shelves on this side with your rods, and then a taller rod and a couple shelves on that side as well. So a nice closet there. And then to note too, with Tricost, one of their main points with people here, I'll turn you around as I'm talking about this. One of the big draws to Tricost is they will do modifications to the home. So if you're gonna build from the ground up, a lot of builders aren't doing that anymore, where it's like, this is the way we're building a house. Too bad, so sad for you, because that's the way it's coming. Tricost will do modifications. For example, back here, which I'll show you in a minute, there's like a little kind of mudroom area before you get into that office. She told me like some people might do like a wine room or something in there, and that's something that they're willing to do for buyers if you're gonna be building a house from scratch with them. So kind of nice that you get a little more customization. They're not a custom builder, but they will do some customization for you. But with that said, we'll get over here into the Taylor Swift room. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to show my daughter this later. I'm gonna zoom in on this stuff real quick just because I wanna show my daughter when I get home. She is obsessed with Taylor Swift. I know I'm gonna be finding rainbow wallpaper or something. This is gonna be what my daughter's room looks like by like next month if I show her this today. But pretty cool. Again, decent sized room, queen size bed. You can see you got a little vanity here. Let's check out this closet, see if it's similar to that other one. Yeah, so they did the same thing here. You got your 2 rods, couple shelves over here, nice shelf up top with another rod on this side. Nice little Swifty room, pretty cool. And then coming out here, you have your bathroom that was in between these 2 bedrooms. So you can see it kind of goes this way. It's a really good sized bathroom too, so plenty of space. You got a single sink over here, extra countertop space. Then coming this way again, you got tile, so this is all real tile. So you got your subway tile, they got the black accents, got your tub down there. And then as we come around here, this is kind of the part I like. So there's sort of an office flex room back here, but you come through this area first where they have it set up as a mudroom drop area. You can see, I mean, obviously drop backpacks, kids' shoes and all that. And this is what she was telling me. She said some people don't want this. So she's had people do like a wine room, wine bar, cabinet areas, or just, you can kind of do whatever you want with this space. And they're willing to customize that for you. And then it comes over here into this, what I guess I would consider an office, which is how they have it set up here. But flex room, could be a little theater room, kind of whatever you want to use it for. I think it's pretty cool as an office, especially because, like I said, it's not right off of a living room or right off of a hallway. You kind of got to come through here, so it feels like it's sort of tucked back here a little bit more. So gives you some nice privacy. And I guess if it was an office and you did, oh shoot, now that I think about it, I'd be doing like a little whiskey cigar bar type thing right here. That would be super sweet if you like come in here. You know, you're walking into the office, whiskey bar, cigar bar right here, kind of get in there, like dark woods and leather couches. That's what it's all about. So anyway, that's what I would do. And then you got a coat closet here to the left. And then as we come this way again, like I already showed you guys, you got your kitchen, dining, all that. We're gonna go this way first because we're still not really done with this whole entry to this house. So if you look back that way, through your entryway, your bedrooms, your office, all that down there. Your laundry is right here, which is kind of nice because it's sort of centered in the home. So you got your laundry there. You can see you got some additional space on this side. And then super cool again, you have it connected right here into your primary walk-in closet, which I'll show you when we get around to that side. But let's go ahead and take a little more detailed look at this kitchen. So again, ton of cabinet space in here, a ton of storage, really nice. These are quartz countertops, nice big 4-burner gas cooktop, the microwave overhead. You got your oven down below. And then on this side, again, plenty more storage under the island, nice big sink, dishwasher there. More storage space here. You got your little coffee bar set up on this side, and then your pantry. Nice big kind of step-in pantry, so plenty of storage in there. Again, just more cabinet space over, more cabinet space under. Obviously your space for your fridge here, and then getting over here into your dining room. You got the nice big windows, just letting in so much natural light in here. I love looking out here with the vaulted ceilings over in the living room, kind of just, I like this house, man, I really do. And maybe they just staged it well, but it's a nice setup. I really like this one. Let's see what's in here. I haven't opened this yet. Okay, it's like a secondary pantry. This is huge. I didn't even look at this earlier when I was walking through here, but you got another huge pantry storage area right here off of your like kitchen, dining, living area. over here and kind of show you these vaulted ceilings. They did the faux beams. Those aren't real, I can tell those aren't real beams, but they did the faux wood beams up there. Again, nice big windows looking out there to the backyard. Got your windows looking out to the covered patio. Beautiful, beautiful living area here. Let me scoot back this way so you can kind of get this view from, basically my back is in the corner of this living room here. You can get that view out there to your dining, your kitchen back there. Beautiful home. I think this one's my favorite. I gotta say, I think it is. We'll come over here again. This is all, it's really wide too. Like you got these big pathways, walkways. Got more storage right here outside of your primary bedroom. Then we'll go over here, turn around into this primary. And again, this thing is huge, man. So you got, you can't really tell, but that's a giant dresser right here. Got those 3 big windows into the backyard. Nice California king size bed. You can kind of see like how bulky this bed frame is too, and it still doesn't even look that big in this bathroom. The 3 windows above the bed, really pretty. They did that accent wall. Obviously the home wouldn't come with that accent wall. I wonder if that's something that they would do though, because I know she said they will customize some things, so that might be something they would actually do for you. Again, additional seating area over here in the corner. Then we'll get into the primary ensuite. So really nice. You got a huge double sinks over here. Here, let me back up a little bit so you can see this better. Ton of storage underneath here, your drawers underneath there, ton of countertop space, really nice. Then if you look up, you got your tray ceilings up there. To the left here, you're gonna have another big storage closet, so ton of storage in this home too, especially for a single story home. This thing is really, really spacious. Back here on this side, you have your toilet room there. And then a big walk-in shower. So no tub on this specific home here, but you got a nice walk-in shower. The tub thing is always funny because there's so many people out there that are like adamant, like I gotta have a tub. And then other people are like, I hate a tub. I don't want nothing to do with the tub. It's like split 50-50. But let's get in here. So anyway, if you're a tub person, this might not be the best option for you. Here, I'm gonna zoom in real quick so you can kind of see how big this thing is. So again, I'm about 6 foot, 244, 245 right now. So you can see this thing is nice and high. For me, it's probably about 7 feet high, so I'm not having to like duck down, none of that. Plenty of room. Like if I'm standing right here, move this thing, it's all crazy. Like I can't even touch the wall over here on this side. So plenty of space to kind of move around, do what I gotta do. Let me zoom back out here and then turn y'all around. You still have that seating area here. So pretty nice. Again, the big window there, and that's like frosted. So just some extra privacy. Really nice stand-up shower there. And then you have your walk-in closet. So I really, again, all the shelves. I think that's like the details in this home that I really like. Like the closets are different, more shelving, ton of storage space. There's a lot of little details in this home that I feel like sort of set it apart. I really like the brick floor too. We actually have brick floors similar to that in our house. And then obviously, as I already showed you guys, it connects over there into the laundry. So super nice that you have that convenient access to your laundry room. That's pretty much it. We'll go out here into the backyard. Again, one of my favorite shots is coming out of your primary bedroom and just boom, it just opens up to this pretty living, kitchen, dining area, the tall ceilings, all the windows again looking out to the backyard. And then this yard is huge. So this one sits, again, they're all next to each other, so we're still on that same cul-de-sac. But you can see they still have like the brick all around the home. You got your built-in grill, little outdoor kind of kitchen area here. A really big patio too. Really big covered patio. Obviously you can see there, they got the sofa, still got a couple chairs, little coffee table there, and then a massive yard. So coming over here on this side first, you can see this thing's huge. So you got this huge yard space right here. And then I'll go ahead and walk out this way and show y'all sort of what it looks like looking back at the house. I'm not gonna go all the way back there. So you see again, man, all brick all the way around. Those are all your living room, dining room, windows over there. Nice covered patio. And then as we come around this side, if you remember, that was your living room right there that we passed. You got your primary bedroom over here on this side, and then another huge side yard over here. So again, if you're looking for something like this, you're gonna definitely wanna be on a cul-de-sac, because that's when you get these big yards. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful home right here by Tricost. All right, y'all, so let's get inside. Those dark clouds are starting to get right above me now. So we'll get in here. This is the last one we're looking at. Then we're gonna get back to my office and go through the financials, like I said, and just kind of show you what these payments look like. Because, right, we can look at, I feel like this is wrong. There we go. We can look at the price of a home, but when you're comparing interest rates, closing costs, all that stuff, that's really gonna be where you can see what an actual payment and what your month to month is gonna look like, right? So again, like I said earlier, they had this exact floor plan right here, just sold for $372. You have another one, and this is a 3-bed, 2-bath, by the way, 2,200 square feet. So this thing feels way bigger than 2,200 square feet, but it's a 2,200 square foot home. You have one that's 326. That's another 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,863 square feet. So a little bit smaller than this one, but for 326. You also have their most expensive ones, 2,700 square feet, 2-story, 4-bed, 3-bath for $410. So you're gonna be, for this exact home, around 370, all the way down to about low 300s for this, and up to about low 400s for one of the bigger 2-story homes here. And then their incentive that they're doing, and pull this out, a 3.99% 1.0 buy down. So basically what that means is you have that 3.99% for the first year, and then it goes up to 4.99% years 2 through 30. So it's not like an adjustable rate mortgage or anything. Like, those are locked in. That's what it's gonna be first year, and then what it's gonna be 2 through 30. So keeping that in mind, let's go ahead, jump back to my office now, and we'll kind of run numbers and show you exactly what all this stuff's gonna look like month to month and what a payment might look like on these homes. So see y'all over there. All right, guys, so we're getting to the juicy part now. What is the actual payment gonna look like with these interest rate buy downs that the sellers are doing compared to market rate right now, which is about 6.5%, give or take what your credit looks like, DTI, all that stuff, right? So even before I start this, and what I have to, remind y'all of when y'all call me and we're working together, because that's one question everyone has: how much is this house actually gonna cost me, right? I have a mortgage calculator right here. You can see I use this all the time. It's literally mortgagecalculator.org. So if you want to be able to do this yourself, run numbers yourself when you're seeing things and you're doing your research on YouTube, go to mortgagecalculator.org. You're gonna plug in the numbers right here, which I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it right now. And you kind of see these payments are around about what your payment might be, right? But again, like I said, depends on your credit. Really, once you get in contact with the lender, they're gonna run your credit, they're gonna check everything, and then you're gonna get exact numbers, interest rates, everything from them for market rate. But when we're talking about these buy downs, the builders are paying for the buy down. So if they're offering 4.99, as long as you qualify, you're gonna get that 4.99. So anyway, let's go ahead and start. What we're gonna do, those first houses were high 300s to like mid 400s. So we'll start in that range. I'm gonna start at 400,000. Those other ones, some of them were as low as like 270 up to like low 300s. So I'm gonna run them at around 300. So I'm running 400 for you first, and then I'll run 300 so you can kind of see the difference with these interest rates buy down and how affordable these homes all of a sudden become if you take advantage of those buy downs, right? So we're gonna start at 400,000. And as you saw, or as I mentioned, right now I'm just gonna do with FHA, 3.5% down. So loan amount, it would be about 386 after your 3.5% down. Interest rate right now, we're seeing market rate is about 6.5%. So I'm gonna keep property tax, PMI, homeowners insurance, all that stuff off right now so we can just focus on principal and interest for now. You calculate that, you're at $24.39 a month, right? So remember that, I'm gonna call it $24.40. Hopefully I remember that. And then if we come over here, we'll change. So like for Tricost, they were doing that 3.99 interest rate, right? So that's the only thing we're gonna change. We're gonna go from 6.5 to 3.99 and see where this number goes down to. Takes it down to $18.40. So that's $600 a month that you're saving right there. And then this is the other thing I forgot to mention, so I'm gonna plug 6.5 back in. You see the total interest paid right here over the life of that loan is $276,000. When it was at 6.5% interest, you see right here, total interest paid over those 30 years over the life of that loan is almost $500,000. So that's basically 225 grand over 30 years that you're gonna save just on that interest rate buy down. And that one, before you guys get on the comments, I just remembered that 399 was a 1-0 buy down. So it was 399 for the first year, 499 years 2 through 30. So I'm gonna actually do it at 499 so we can see what that real number after that 399 goes away. Do it at 499. If you remember, we're here at 2440. You calculate it at 499, you're at 2070. So about 400 bucks a month, but a little bit less than 400. You can do the math if you want right now. I'm not gonna pull up the calculator and do that, but around 400 bucks a month, right? And then total interest paid is about 360. So again, over $100,000 of savings in interest over the life of that loan, going down to 499. So as you saw with 399, you're saving 600 a month, about 225 over the life of the loan. At 499, you're saving about 400 bucks a month and still over 100 grand in interest over the life of that loan. And then, like I said, let's run it at, we'll do 300,000 with 3.5% down on an FHA loan. We'll take a look at market rate first. 6.5%, we'll calculate that. You're at $1,829 on a $300,000 home with 3.5% down. Loan amount $289.5, 6.5% interest rate, which is market rate right now if you don't take advantage of these rate buy downs. We'll do, so like with Sentry, they're doing a 1-0 buy down similar to that 399 and 499, but they're doing 3.875 year 1 and then 4.875 year 2 through 30. What we're gonna start with though, because they're doing a straight 4.875 for the life of that 30-year loan. So we'll go ahead and see what that one looks like first at 4.875. Remember, at 6.5, it's 1830. We'll calculate it here. You're going down to 1530. So you're saving 300 bucks a month. Total interest paid 262. At 6.5, I didn't even look at it. Let's go back. So 262 and then going up to 369. So a little bit over 107 grand that you're gonna be saving on that 4.875 interest rate buy down. So 300 bucks a month, over 100 grand over the life of the loan. If you went with that 3.875 rate buy down for year 1, the life of the loan, obviously, we're not gonna look at that. We'll just see what you're gonna be saving that first year. So it went from 1830 to 1360, so about 470 bucks a month in year 1 that you would be saving. And then I think it was about 300 bucks, right? For 4.875. Yeah, about 300 bucks. So first year, you're gonna be saving 400 bucks a month. Second year, you're gonna be on 2 through 30, you're gonna be saving about 400 or 300 bucks. But the big thing right here is over 100 grand in interest that you're gonna be saving over that life of that loan. Let's go ahead and just on this example right here, we'll stay at 300 grand, loan amount 289.5 at 4.875. And then I wanna add in property tax, HOA, homeowners insurance and all that, so you can get a closer number of what your payment's gonna look like after taxes, insurance, and everything else is adding in here. So property taxes are super confusing, especially from being from California. I never knew how it all worked in Texas. Tax rate here is about 3%. So if we take 300,000, which we only pay taxes on the assessed value, right? Which is usually lower than what you buy on new construction. I'm just gonna use 300,000. So we're gonna call it 9 grand a month. But in Texas, we also have what's called a homestead exemption. So your homestead exemption gets you a pretty big discount on those property taxes. If you're looking at 9, your assessment value with your homestead exemption combined, probably gonna end up somewhere around that 6,000 a year, maybe, I'll call it like 6,500 just to kind of be on the safe side. Homeowners insurance on new construction, homeowners insurance is actually pretty affordable compared to like older homes. My house was built in 86. It's like 3,100 square feet. We have a pool and stuff. My rate right now, I think is like 5,200 a year, which is freaking insane. I hate it, but what are you gonna do? New construction is the way to go. If you're trying to save money monthly on your insurance and all that stuff, new construction is the way to go. I'm seeing people with rates, depending on how big the home is for new construction, anywhere from like $1,200 on the low end to like $2,400 for like a bigger home. So I'm gonna say we'll use like $2,000 right here, and the HOA here is $100, but HOAs are paid annually here, so I'm gonna use it for this calculation, but you actually pay it once a year. It's $1,200, you pay it, you're done. You don't pay it monthly here. Actually, I'm gonna keep it out of there because like you don't pay it monthly, so I don't want you to think that that extra $100 is on top. So anyway, let's do taxes, insurance on here. Takes that payment up to $2,240 range. So again, that's a $300,000 home, 3.5% down, loan amount $289.5 at 4.875 interest, $6,500 in property taxes, $2,000 in homeowners insurance, $2,240 right there. Actually, PMI, don't really know how they calculate PMI, but I'm gonna put 0.5% on there. Raises it about $100. I think that's pretty accurate because at a $289 loan amount, you're probably gonna be like $100 and something bucks a month. So with PMI, private mortgage insurance, you're gonna be looking at $2,360. Let's say you're putting 20% down on the home, loan amount $240. You're not gonna have PMI, we'll put 0 there, same taxes, same insurance. Calculate that, you're at $1,978. So if you're putting 20% down, which is $60,000 on $300,000, you're gonna be pretty much under $2,000 a month for a brand new home with, remember, that's with the rate buy down from the builder. So there you go, man. That's pretty much it. I kind of just wanted to run those numbers for you so you can see like realistically what this looks like. So when I say these homes are affordable, taking advantage of as much incentives as you can is really what makes these things most affordable for you guys. All right, y'all, it is wild at my house today. My wife is gone today. She's planning a whole event, baby shower for one of her friends. It turned into like a 90 people thing, and it's like a wedding basically. So she's gone at her wit's end trying to get that all set up for tomorrow. So my kids are upstairs arguing about where we're gonna go eat. Forgot I was boiling these eggs, so I got boiling water over here, but I'm trying to get this video done. I gotta edit this stuff tonight, so I'm about to go get some dinner with the kids. Last thing I wanted to tell you guys before we go, scan this QR code I'm gonna put up on the screen, and then scrolling through next to it, you're gonna see a relocation guide. So this thing's totally free, by the way. And when I say free, I mean like I don't need your name, your phone number, your email, none of that. I'm not gonna try to spam you with all kinds of stuff. Literally, this takes you to a Google Drive. You download that Google Drive, you have complete access to this thing. The super cool part, I worked on this thing for a while, and I linked everything in here. So it's just a bunch of things to do, places to eat, just information about Houston. You can see like one of the places we like to go is the Space Center. So you can see, you click on that link, takes you right to where you can buy tickets for the Space Center. Places to eat, Papa's Steakhouse downtown, one of our favorite places to eat. You can click right there, make reservations. All these like take you right to the website. You can make reservations, call, get addresses, all that stuff. You can search for homes through here. You can filter down like areas, pricing, all that stuff. So scan the QR code, download that, and again, completely free, right? And the reason why I do that is like, I'm not like a spammy, salesy type person by nature. So I think it's just super cool. Like, I moved here in 2018 with our wife and kids who are upstairs, the 2 kids. They were only 1 and 2 when we moved. There's a lot involved in this move, right? Not just buying a house, but you're uprooting your family. We uprooted our 1 and 2-year-old from their grandparents, and you know, there's a lot of emotion involved. Last thing you need is a pushy, salesy realtor trying to get you to buy something just so they can make a few bucks, right? Let's be honest. So, not trying to put anybody down. I'm just letting you know, that's why I made this thing for y'all, because I thought back to when we were moving and how can I provide some value and give you something that you can actually use and you don't need to worry about someone emailing you and doing all kinds of crap, right? So scan the QR code, download that. You can pretty much see everything that's in it already. You'll be able to use that at your leisure. And then down the road, at your time frame, at your convenience, when you're ready to make the move, all my information is on here too. Actually, my Instagram, my Facebook. So if you want to follow me on there and just kind of see our lifestyle living out here in Houston, especially being from Southern California, born and raised. Both my wife and I are from like the South Bay, LA area. Lived in South Orange County for 8 years before we moved out here. So we actually really love it here too. So just kind of, if you want to follow us on social media, kind of see our lifestyle and stuff. But anyway, that's it, y'all. Scan that, download it. Other than that, YouTube's gonna put up a video somewhere above my head that says, hey, if you like this video, you might also like this one. Click that one before you go. Other than that, man, that's it. I appreciate you guys. God bless you. I'll see you on the next one.